Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray's World. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I sincerely appreciate that you are here and that maybe you'll subscribe and maybe you'll like this video or another video and all of that good stuff. Throw me a comment, let me know if you're new. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all of your continued support. You know I really do appreciate every single one of you. In today's video, we are going to be coin roll hunting a box of pennies and a box of nickels. We have customer rolls, both pennies and nickels. We're going to do the pennies first, and then we will jump into nickels. I've got my tray right here, my pewter tray. So as always, we will save all of the wheat pennies, all of the Canadians, proofs, buffaloes, V-nickels, anything from the 1940s in the nickels. So let's just dive right in. We'll start with the pennies and then jump into the nickels. I haven't even looked at that box. There's one roll from the Fed. I'm going to open it right here, right now, just because. It's the lucky roll. And no, it was not a lucky roll. It was a dud. Nothing in it. So, oh well. Let's get into the pennies. All right. As always, let's do that first roll together. I do see a Canadian ender on a roll over there. One of them like this. Let's see. Corroded. Is there anything in here? Are there any wheat pennies in the first roll? I like seeing wheat pennies in the first roll because it means there might be more. And then again, there might be not. Hey, how about a Canadian? It is a 1995 Canadian. 1995 Canadian. Very cool. All right. I will see you very soon as I find something. We have our first wheat penny. Holy cow, this is 20 rolls in. It's right there. It ended up being an ender. Let's just see if we've got anything here real quick. Anything else? I was beginning to wonder if maybe I was going to get skunked out on wheat pennies. Let's find out what it is together. 1945. Very cool. We're going to keep going, guys. Okay, we got a Canadian, and it looks like it might be an older Canadian. Yep, sure is. It's a 1945 King George VI. Very, very cool to find an old Canadian like that. It's not the first Canadian I found. I got a handful of them over there with that one lonely little wheat penny. There's another Canadian right there. What do we got? 1974 Canadian. We're going to keep going and see if we can find some more wheat pennies. That looks like a young head. Yep, sure is. That's a young head. 1955. Very cool young head. Queen Elizabeth. We got another Canadian right here. It's a 68. Just a copper Canadian. Let's see if there's anything else real quick. I don't think there is, so let's get down with another roll. It's like we're finding a whole bunch of stuff now that we got past 20 rolls. In the very next roll, 1944 wheat penny. What else? Nothing else. All right, we got another wheat penny, just came out of this roll. Right there. Let's see. I'm thinking 40s, upper 40s. 44, pretty close, 1944. We are getting a host of Canadians, holy smokes. We've got a ton of Canadians. I did get another young head, which is really cool. I love getting those. I got a giant jar of young heads. That is it for this roll, though. We're going to keep going. We got 9 rolls to go, and then we're jumping into the nickels. Another wheat penny in this roll. Very next roll. Let's see, 44 again. 1944. Holy smokes. That was it. That was it for that roll. Right there, another wheat penny. 1957 Denver wheat penny. Very cool. We are just about done. 4 rolls to go. Let's finish them up. I thought that was a little bit smaller. It's a dime. It's a heavily corroded 1970 dime. It's in our very last roll. Look at that. There's some really corroded coins in this box. Another Canadian that came out of there. Let's throw that dime in there, and we're going to jump right into these nickels. Let's do this roll right here together. I know we did that first one, but let's just do this one and see what we've got. I would love to find a box where somebody was dumping a bunch of silver. Of course, wouldn't we all? Holy cow, we're almost halfway through the box. We got our first find. It's a 1947 Philadelphia. 1947 Philadelphia. Well, it's not our first find. I did find a Canadian early on. It's a 1979. That means it is 99% nickel. So that is cool that we found that Canadian. It's cool we found a 1947. I guess it's our first find of a U.S. keeper. Nothing else in this roll, so we're just going to keep going. Well, I guess we're only about a third of the way through the box, maybe not half. I see a Buffalo nickel. Right there. 1937. It's not in horrible shape either. He's got something on his... Dude, you got something on your chin. You guys are yelling at me right now for scratching it. Oh, we got a mint mark. How about that? It's a Denver. 1937 Denver Buffalo nickel. Very, very cool. That's awesome. Let's see what else we've got. Anything else in this box worth keeping? 1949. We'll hang on to that. That's it. A Buffalo and a 49. Very cool. 1937. There's a 1947 right at the end of that roll. 1947 Philadelphia. Anything else? Let's go through it real quick and see. Nope, just the one. That's all right. That's all right. Let's grab another roll. We're about halfway through now. 1948 right there. And what do we got here? A 47 and a 41. Holy cow, this is a roll that's giving it all up, eh? Let's see, anything else? Anything else it wants to give me? That looks like it might be it. Sure is. Hey, another Canadian. 1975, so also nickel. A 1975 Canadian. And that's it. That's it for this roll. One Canadian. There's a 1946 right there and a 1964 Canadian. Oh man, look at that beautiful, beautiful coin right there. Love it, love it, love it. A 1964 Canadian. That's a young head. It's on the end here. Nothing, but let's double check the roll and see if there's anything else. A 64 Canadian and then that 46. That's awesome. 9 rolls left, guys. 9 rolls in this beautiful box that we've got. Oh, look at that. There's another one right there. 1935 Buffalo nickel, and this one is in great shape. I can see his hair and everything. No mint mark on a 1935 Buffalo nickel. Very cool and very good looking. Holy smokes. Let's see if we can find anything else in this roll. Another Buffalo nickel. How about that? This one's, ooh, it's a partial date. This one's really slick. Check that out. No mint mark. Looks like a 1921. 1921 possibly? 2 Buffaloes in one roll. That is really spectacular. Nothing else but that. So that's pretty awesome. 3 rolls to go. Let's see if we can pull something awesome. I'd really love to pull silver out of these last 3 rolls. All right, last roll, guys. Last roll. Last chance for silver. Last chance for another Buffalo. Nothing's jumping out at me though, but let's take a look real quick and see what we have. And then what we're going to do is organize and go over all of the finds. Not a lot of wheat pennies, but we did find a fair amount of Canadians, King George and others. And so let's just finish up here real quick. What is that? Nope. Yep, that was it. That buffalo was our last find. All right, give me just a minute. Let's get this all prettied up. All right, well, here we go. Let's start with the pennies, shall we? We ended up with 16, 17 copper Canadian pennies, not counting two young heads, a 1955 and a 1964. Here's our 1945 King George VI Canadian penny. We got two of the zinc pennies. It's a 2007 and I think it's a 2006. Got some gunk on there, but it's either 2005 or 2006. We ended up with three wheat pennies, a 57, a 45, and three 1944s. We did find one dime, so that we'll just throw back. On the nickel side, we ended up with a 41, 46, three of the 1947s, and a 48 and 49, three nickel Canadian nickels, a 75, a 79, and then a really nice 64, which is also a young head. And then, very cool to find, three buffalo nickels, a 1921 or 27, a 1935, and a beautiful 1937. These two full dates are in awesome shape. I hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. I know I did. I love hunting customer rolls. Sometimes they're great, and sometimes they're not so bad, and sometimes they suck. So I guess that holds true with the regular box. So take care, everybody. I will see you real soon. Bye.